Before billion-dollar unicorns and flashy tech startups, there was one invention that changed everything. No screens, no social media, no YouTube, yet, the world was connected. It didn't need fancy algorithms or viral marketing, just a voice and a signal. Radio was the first ever startup, built on innovation, risk, and a vision to connect the world. And today, on World Radio Day, we're not just celebrating a medium, we're celebrating the ultimate startup story that still inspires entrepreneurs everywhere. Let's rewind to the late 19th century. A young inventor, Guglielmo Marconi, had a crazy idea, sending voices through the air. People called it impossible, even foolish. But isn't that what all great startups face? Doubt, resistance, skepticism. Marconi didn't stop. He built, failed, iterated, until radio waves crossed the Atlantic. And just like that, the world shrank. Information wasn't limited to newspapers or town criers anymore. Voices could travel miles in seconds. By the 1920s, radio was no longer just an experiment, it was a booming industry. Entrepreneurs saw potential. Radio stations popped up, advertisers flocked in, and a new business model was born. Suddenly, radio wasn't just about news, it was about entertainment, storytelling, and even shopping. Think about it, wasn't this the first version of content marketing, the first influencer platform, the first mass media startup? Just like startups today attract investors and audiences, radio built loyal listeners and profitable businesses. Like any great startup, radio didn't stop evolving. AM became FM. FM gave rise to satellite radio. Then came internet radio and podcasts, today's startup darlings. From Spotify to Clubhouse, from YouTube podcasts to AI-generated news, everything we love today started with one simple idea: let's connect people through sound. Isn't that what every startup dreams of? Building something timeless, something that reinvents itself, something that lasts. Innovation beats limitations. Marconi didn't have today's tech, but he had vision. Startups don't need everything, just the right idea and execution. Content is king. Radio proved that stories, music, and voices could build empires. Today's digital businesses, they thrive on content too. Monetization matters, advertisements, sponsorships, paid programming. Radio figured out how to make money early on. No revenue, no survival. Adapt or die. Radio evolved from AM to FM to digital. Startups that don't innovate will fade out, just like forgotten radio stations. Let's remember, radio was more than a device. It was a movement. A startup before startups, and today, its legacy lives on in every podcast, audiobook, and AI-generated voice assistant. So if you're building a startup, ask yourself, are you thinking like radio? Are you ready to evolve, disrupt, and connect? Because one voice can change the world.